The KKK mans, I'm just kidding, I'm a white kid. Hi kids, Anderson Silva, I hit him with the high kicks. Never been really, you nothing but a sidekick. Oh, you want my space? That used to...
Welcome to Dapper Reviews. I'm Phil. The following footage is from a game called The Plan. I highly recommend playing this game, but we're not here for the gameplay. We're here for a news story that I recently was reading into by this guy by the name of Glenn Beck. So pretty much he's decided to expound on the dangers of video games in a way that's just so backwards and completely ill-informed. It makes you wonder how people so idiotic can just continue to express their views. Okay, here's what Glenn had to say on video games.
Paying attention to it. But the thing that I want to talk to you here is the conversation that we're not having. And the conversation that we're not having as a culture is the role of the internet and the busyness of our lives and these video games in particular.
I mean, really, Glenn, we're not talking about the influence of media on video games. I mean, give me a break. Have you not seen how many countless studies have been done and discussions? I mean, come on, man. I mean, he has more to say. Here's what he has to say on some other things. Just check it out.
In quotation marks. The 16-year-old who was studying A-levels in biology, physics, politics, and psychology at one of Britain's top grammar schools had shown no signs of depression or distress before his sudden death. In March 2012, another teenager, Callum Green, hanged himself after playing Call of Duty with his stepfather. The game had also been linked to the deaths of two other unnamed teenagers. Recording a suicide verdict at Williams' inquest, Mr. Pollard said, "I have to say, and this is after 3 or 4 inquests into deaths of teens, the Call of Duty game seems to be figuring in recent activity just before death, and it concerns me greatly."
4 people who decided to kill themselves. That's what you're going to base your whole thing, your whole argument, that everyone who plays, this majority of the society that plays Call of Duty, at least more than a couple millions of people, but you're going to base everything on those 4. I mean, I don't know. That's just ridiculous. He has more to say.
Remember the massacre in Norway, where 77 people were killed? Do you remember what he said?
No.
He was trained to kill with Call of Duty and other video games.
Really, Glenn? I mean, you cannot learn how to shoot a firearm just by playing Call of Duty. A controller is something that is so off and so completely different from a rifle. I mean, there's no kick. You don't know how to reload. You don't know actually how to properly, like, switch things out, like scopes and everything else. I mean, just because I know how to quick scope in a game doesn't mean I'm actually going to know how to shoot the firearm in real life. That's just so ridiculous. But he has more to say on this.
Why can't we have somebody who is doing the right thing, does the hard thing? Instead, everybody is an anti-hero. A troubled anti-hero named Aidan Pierce, a Belfast immigrant, bent on avenging the murder of his young niece when he coincidentally uncovers the Big Brother-like Bloom Corporation. As a castigator of violence in the name of justice, Pierce takes the player on 50 missions through Chicago's autumn streets, back alleys, and decrepit housing project. A life-size poster of this conflicted protagonist looms on a conference room wall at Ubisoft. Pierce is clad in a trench coat, baseball cap, and a scarf that cover all but his menacing, judgmental eyes, while his obscured visage is meant to frighten, but it also can make him seem somehow paranoid. There's a reason for that. Watchdogs allow the players to hack into cell phones, ATMs, drawbridges, even helicopters. Through cameras and laptops and televisions, players can peer into someone's fictional files and bedrooms to wholly envelop the lives of others. The game's primary goal is to track down the killers of Aidan's niece and halt a potential evil of the all-seeing corporation. That's much apparent after several recent interviews with Ubisoft staff members and the exclusive 2-hour peek at the game. Anyway, the idea here is they're teaching you to hack and then become the ultimate voyeur in other people's lives, including their bedrooms, by hacking into their phones and everything that we talked about when I said, hey, how many times you go to bed at night and have a conversation with your wife or other things at night, and you put this, your iPad or your phone, in the docking station right there at the edge of your bed? This game is teaching people to hack in to whatever is docked in your bedroom. What the heck is wrong with us?
There's tons of heroes in games, like Commander Shepard from Mass Effect, Marcus Phoenix from Gears, Mario, Drake from Uncharted, Link from Zelda, and the list just continues to go on. But nope, there's only anti-heroes. And how can you expect a game like Watch Dogs to teach you how to really hack? I mean, come on, you need to know encryption, you know how to bypass things, there's so many things. And if you are worried about people watching you, then worry about the NSA. Go bring it to their door, because I bet there's not many hackers who would actually do that. Alright, please like, favorite, comment, and subscribe. And as always, don't forget to see me in the next time. Alright.